I'm so sorry, everyone. It's Saturday. It's Saturday the 30th. Round two of the playoffs ended last week, and I forgot to record this video until right now because I was busy popping around the East Coast. And Reagan is here watching me, so this is only a little embarrassing for me, but I do it for you. You're welcome. Don't laugh at me, Reagan. Fuck you. All right, I don't have enough time for you to bother me. Leave. Or you don't have to leave. You can stay. All right, so yeah, as you can see, Rob and Briggs are in the championship. Let's move on. Yeah, so last week, obviously Briggs and Rob won, and they both slaughtered their opponents. Yeah, Pushan just not a good week. Devontae Adams, one of the bigger busts of the year. Curtis Samuel, I don't really know what he was doing starting Curtis Samuel. Yeah, just not a good week from Pushan. 92's not getting it done against anyone. Briggs, of course, absolute unit. Josh Allen, 3 more touchdowns. Running backs did what they need to. Jefferson went off. I mean, it was a slaughter. I'm not going to waste too much time on last week so I can get into the championship matchup. And speaking of absolute slaughters, Rob, my enemy all season, finally did us all a solid and put Cal down. Cal didn't break 100. Rob hung 163, which has got to be his highest scoring week of the season, behind Amari Cooper. Derek Carr somehow ended up being a smart start, which makes me want to literally kill myself. CeeDee Lambson's so good. Gabe Davis, you're welcome. I told him to start Gabe Davis, everyone. Go check the tapes. That was me. You're welcome, Rob, you little bitch. All right, and then quickly, just because this is a game for money, the winner of this gets their buy-in. So third place, Pushan versus Cal. Pushan's a very big favorite, 130 to 100, but Cal needs to take Keenan Allen out of his lineup. He doesn't have many good options to plug in. I mean, obviously, I'm going to pick Pushan. Kyren Williams against the Giants is going to be just horrifyingly disgusting. Evan Ingram, coming off a couple bad games for the Jags against Carolina, that's big money. And honestly, Chuba Hubbard against Jacksonville is a good matchup too. I think this game's going to end up being like 120 to 100. And Christian McCaffrey is going to score 75 of those points against the Commies defense because we're ass. And yeah, so championship week, I called my shot. I got Briggs and Rob right, and I'm taking Briggs to beat Rob again. As you can see by the timestamp there, I did this about 12 days ago. So pretty impressive by me, although it's not really because Rob and Briggs have been the juggernauts all season. But it's still been fun to hopefully get this prediction right. Some propaganda was exchanged both ways. Unfortunately, I can't show this video because I'm technologically idiotic. Impaired. Reagan says impaired, so that's much better. I was going to say probably a bad word. So, yeah, I'm restraining. But Rob, a beautiful video he sent of Thomas in his underwear slipping and falling on Center Street all around his starting lineup. I can't, unfortunately, show the video because I'm an idiot, but it's an all-time classic. Well done, Rob, even though Amari Cooper's right here and he didn't play. But we'll get to that. Fucking idiot. I apologize to Rob I couldn't show his video, but I have a statement and a picture from Briggs. If you look into detail in that picture, it's quite hilarious. Briggs' statement goes as quoted. A statement, he starts with, very obvious. Having exorcised the West Coasters from the league for the crime of driving while sober, the pig organ soups moved to confront the vile witchcraft of the pretzel addicts. We cannot stand idly by after witnessing the heinous 4-life-on-4-life slaughter he committed last week. Our only fear is that he may not be tall enough for his neck to reach the gallows. Eternally yours, Briggs. Thanks for that one, Briggs. That one made me laugh again. So yeah, a little propaganda, but going both ways. Let's move on to the actual matchup. All right. As you all know, I predicted Briggs to win this, and everyone's been predicting him to win every matchup since like week 3, so not a hot take by your boy. But the odds would have been a little bit better if Rob had checked his lineup before Thursday Night Football and seen that Amari Cooper was out. That's just the mindset of a kid who's already got his championship ring. He doesn't care about this, whatever. Briggs is still hungry for that first ring, and it shows. He's got his lineup in. Rob, you folded. Now you got to rock with Brian Robinson Jr. against San Fran's defense. That's going to be like 6 points. Gabe Davis could pop off again, or you could get 0. You're starting Tyrod Taylor. David Montgomery is getting everything poached by Jahmyr Gibbs. CeeDee Lamb's still fantastic, but he can't do it alone. I have a sneaking suspicion Rob's going to get absolutely throttled. Horribly, horribly, horribly destroyed. And it really makes me sad. But not that sad, because I hate Rob and everything this team stands for. And I will be rooting for Briggs, because I'd rather Venmo him $500 than Rob. But we can go into more detail. I have plenty of time. So let's just player by player. Josh Allen is going to throttle Tyrod Taylor. Jonathan Taylor and David Montgomery probably cancel out. Jaylen Warren and Brian Robinson are both mid. Antonio Brown and CeeDee Lamb are both good. Jefferson versus Cooper. Obviously, Cooper's out. He wins. Trey McBride has been so good. Philly's secondary is ass. Kyler Murray doesn't throw to anyone else. Trey McBride, great pop-off game. And, Tyreek Hill, in a huge game to see who wins the AFC, I think he has a great game. Starting the San Fran kicker is so sharp, it's absurd. Well done, Briggs. Buffalo defense against New England is absurdly sharp, too. There's just nothing else to say here. This is going to be a good old-fashioned fucking. And Briggs is going to be the one doing it. Reagan didn't like that. Obviously, I'm picking Briggs to win here. I'll have a more... After this championship week, I'll do a championship recap and then a season recap coming to you next week. Because I have Tuesday off work, so I'll do the championship recap then. And then I'll do the season recap on Friday or Saturday when I have a little free time. Godspeed, you two. Rob, you're such an idiot that it's almost making me start to root for you. But not enough to where I'm not rooting for Briggs. Everyone, enjoy your New Year's Eve. Watch a lot of football. Lose a lot of money gambling. And get very, very drunk. Reagan, do you have anything to say to the people?
Let's try to save our money. Let's hope for them all to make a fuck ton of money.
All right, Reagan makes up a good point. Optimism. We are all going to hit our bets tomorrow. And then go and spend all that money on a lot of triple vodka Red Bulls. Let's go!